Hi, Barbara Friedberg here, former portfolio manager and university investments instructor, here to talk to you about investing in gold and silver. Have you ever thought that you might want to add gold or silver to your diversified portfolio? Last year, both gold and silver had phenomenal returns, probably the highest returns that I can remember in my lifetime. So that has gotten a lot of people interested in the idea of possibly adding some gold or silver, but not ETFs, but real gold bars or silver. If that's you, you might be interested in listening on till the end to learn about a super seamless, easy investment app that gives you access to real gold and silver. So buckle up and let's get going. Today, we're going to be talking about Vaulted. It's been around for a little while, and the parent company has been around since the 70s. So Vaulted is a very easy, affordable way to get into the gold and silver markets. And you just need $5 to get started. Fees are low, the security is excellent, and if you want to take physical delivery of your gold or silver, you can do that. Although, between you and me, the fees and handling costs and insurance are kind of high, and I don't know why you'd want to have it in your own safe deposit box when you can let them store it for you. Getting started is very easy. Just download the app, or if you don't want to do it on your phone, just do it from the website and type in vaulted.com and you'll get to the website. Create an account, you know the drill, email, password, and then of course, you have to give a little bit of personal information. And another thing I like is Vaulted is available for our international viewers as well. And aren't a lot of American or US-based apps that enable you to invest internationally. You link your bank account, transfer money via wire if you'd like, and then you are set to buy and sell gold and silver. And you can store your metals with Vault in their secure locations. We'll get into that in a little more later. Vaulted is a one-stop shop to buy, store, and sell physical gold and silver for low fees. And this I really like. Gold bullion and silver is fully insured when stored through the Vaulted or the online portal. Their interface is very easy, very transparent, and you can buy a fractional share of a gold or silver bar starting with $5. And for those of you who are looking for this information on the website, I got it from a customer service information representative. So the fees to buy or sell gold is aggregate of 1.8% per transaction. And if you store your gold with them, you'll pay 0.40% of an annual storage maintenance fee. Silver, 3.0% per transaction and a 0.60% annual storage fee. In contrast, investing in gold and silver with typical brokers is less transparent, higher fee, and there's always a question of reputability, which you will not have with Vaulted. You can get in touch with them easily. I've spoken with their customer service. You've got phone, you've got email, and their advisors can help you with any questions. So if you think you might be interested and you want to turn off now, we've got links below. And if you do click on one of our affiliate links, our company might get a small commission. If you're wondering who Vaulted is best for, here's a list to help you decide if Vaulted is right for you. If you're a beginning gold or silver investor and you want to start small, definitely Vaulted works. If you're seeking physical gold ownership or silver ownership without the storage hassles, Vault has you covered. Worried about dealer trustworthiness and are looking for low fees? Again, you might want to check out this app. Younger investors, not a lot of capital, you want to own fractional shares? Here you go. Those of you who already have a diversified stock and bond portfolio, but you want to add a little diversification into precious metals, either gold or silver or both, you can get that through Vaulted. In sum, gold and silver holdings in Vaulted might preserve your wealth while fighting against inflation. What is the point of diversification when both stocks, bonds, and really all assets do not have price stability? All financial assets go up and down in value. And there are periods where they go straight up, and that's awesome. No one wants to hamper those periods. But then when they go down, you want a cushion so that if you're all invested in stocks and the stock market drops 40%, do you want to lose 40%? I know I don't. Whereas if you have a diversified portfolio that holds some less correlated assets than just your stock market investments, say bonds, gold, silver, other assets that may either hold steady or even go up during a stock market decline, you will keep a steadier portfolio value. So if the stock market falls 40%, you've got a widely diversified portfolio. International stocks, bonds, gold, silver. That 40% might be offset so that you might lose 10, 20%, depending on the percentages that you own. And that's the secret and the rationale for diversification. Before we wrap it up, and please do stick with us until the end, here is a 30-year price chart because I get so many questions. How does the gold price do against the stock market? And in this graphic, we're just using the Dow Jones Industrial Average. In the article that I will have linked below, we also have a graph showing the performance of 10-year gold and S&P 500 prices, stock prices. So you can take a look at that as well. But here you'll notice we start this chart 30 years ago where both are valued the same, gold and silver. Now gold's the orange line, blue is the Dow, which we're using as a representation of the total stock market. And you'll notice until February 2008, approximately, blue totally outperformed. Dow Jones Industrial Average handily beat the returns of gold. But then you'll notice here, this is during a recession, this gray part. Stocks plunged. And if any of you were investing in 2008, you remember that time period. But what happened to the returns of gold? They continued to go up. At the end of 2014, again, the price between gold and the Dow reversed course. And the Dow returned to prominence. The Dow continued to go up, beating gold, till the end of 2024, when the gold price caught up and took off until November 2025, delivering the 30-year trophy to gold with a 30-year 967% return versus the 30-year Dow return of 826. Again, we see the varying correlations and returns of gold versus stocks. Are vaulted gold and silver safe? Absolutely. Vaulted is a trademark of the McIlvany Financial Group, established in 1972. They are among the longest continuing gold brokerage firms. When you buy gold with the Vaulted app, you are buying a complete physical serial numbered bar or a fraction. The app follows best practices for data security, encryption, backups, and data access procedure. Cybersecurity is regularly examined, and the app is reviewed by third-party experts. Storage, the Royal Canadian Mint, which is where the gold is stored, and HSBC Bank, which is where silver is stored, are safe, and they provide insurance for all of your holdings. These assets are held in your name and nobody else has access to them but you. Let's do a quick dive into the pros and cons of investing in gold and silver, and then we will wrap it up. Gold and silver maintain their value over time. It is easy to sell and buy with the Vaulted app. Fees at Vaulted are typically lower than those at competitors, and fractional ownership is available. You can get started with nearly nothing, $5. Both gold and silver are less correlated with stocks and bonds, which minimize investment price volatility or the ups and downs of the value of your portfolio. And at present, silver is currently undervalued, which means you may invest in silver now at a little bit of a discount. Now, nothing is without its cons, and the transaction fees at Vaulted are higher than if you elected to invest in ETFs with gold or precious metals. If you choose to have your gold or silver delivered to you, the fees, insurance, and handling costs can add up. As with all investment assets, gold and silver prices can decline as well as increase. And precious metals do not pay dividends. So you are holding them only for price appreciation, whereas stocks and bonds do pay interest and dividends, giving you a cushion even if their actual prices decline. So is Vaulted legit? Is it for you? Vaulted is great for someone who wants to buy gold and silver in physical form, but doesn't have a lot of cash and doesn't want to go through the hassle of reviewing tons and tons of different gold and silver brokers. Vaulted is good for those who want to reserve the right to take possession or to have Vaulted store the gold or silver for them through the Canadian Mint or through HSBC Bank. Both beginning gold and silver investors without the capital to buy a full kilo bar can invest in fractional shares of gold and silver bars. We believe Vaulted is legitimate and reputable and is a reasonable way to buy, sell, and store physical gold. So please, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you'd like to learn more, click on the links below. We have a direct link to Vaulted. If you do buy with that link, our company might get a small commission to help fund this channel. We also have a link to this written article as well as other videos. See you next time. Bye.